This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics of Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck as a 2002 Ford F250 crew cab, Lariat short bed. It's a 7.3 turbo diesel, four-wheel drive, purchased directly from an insurance company in Texas. It is on a salvage title due to theft, not collision. Watch a little 3-minute animated video in our ads that tells you how you get a salvage title when there's no crash or flood or crash, collision level damage. Basically, it's the insurance company's lawyers not wanting any more liability. They sell the vehicle after they've recovered it, and they don't ever want to see it again or hear about it again. So they throw it under the bus with the paperwork. And that way, whoever drives this car again, if they run a stop sign, they can't blame brakes and Allstate and blah, blah, blah. It's just their way of getting away from the truck. Anyway, it's got a nice set of tires on it. The obvious issues are cosmetic. It looks like when they stole it, somebody drove it through a fence. We have lots of experience with theft recoveries, and this is very consistent with that. So you can either deal with all the scratches. This is what it looks like when a car goes through a fence. We did put a windshield in it. That would be just a chain link fence getting caught in it. Seal that. You could send it to Mako. Mako would paint this thing one stage silver paint for probably $800 or $900 to take out, half of the significant dings, dents or whatever. I wouldn't do anything with it. I would just take my 7.3 and run. Tires are probably 50% tread. Runs great. It is a Lariat, which may make it more attractive. It's got a dent here, dent here. Somebody's done some sort of body work on it before right back there, but I don't know. To me, I wouldn't do anything with it. I just drive it. And this thing's got another bazillion miles left on it because it's a 7.3. Rear tires probably 50% treads. Looks like it's 50% all the way around. Bumper's got a ding in it. Bent a little bit. It's just, I don't know. You could do that whole thing. You could use a bed liner. You could do the paint at Mako thing. It's got a new spare, a tow package. I don't know. I think whoever owns this thing is just gonna make it a work truck for the next 150,000 miles and call it a day. A hell of a work truck. And having had to price out a 7.3 motor and a transmission, I know that a used 200,000 mile motor and tranny will run you damn near what you're going to pay for this truck. 157,855 miles. Alright, let's look for the Ford stamps where they belong. There's a Ford stamp on that fender. There's a Ford stamp on the core support right there. You need to see those so you know parts haven't been replaced. There's a Ford stamp there, and there's a Ford stamp on the driver core support. And there's your 7.3 liter turbo diesel motor that everybody wants. This in the plenum, that little screws right here, there's a little piece of 7.3 power stroke. This little piece of plastic, that's what's missing there. Somebody probably wanted it for their own, and we moved it. It's just for show. It's a shame they drove this thing through a fence. This thing was a nice truck, inside and outside at one time. There's a little tear right here in the seat. Other than that, the back looks great. passenger front window. Door locks on both sides. Let's see, we got a power seat. Move it back, forward, whole seat down, whole seat up, rear seat cushion up, rear seat cushion down, front seat cushion up, front seat cushion down. And that seat is like brand new. You don't see that very often. I think whoever owned this thing took really good care of it based on the interior of this truck. And this looks like we did a repair. This stuff comes off, this vinyl. So our interior guy came in and cleaned that up and put the fabric on it. A little bit of a stain right here. This is a lot of truck for what you're going to pay for it, I can tell you that. That much I can tell you. Here's the door locks. Okay. Driver door. Passenger window. Passenger rear window. Driver rear window. Okay. Mirror out. In. Down. Up. Go down again. That's down. Alright, let me go to the other side. Out. In. Out again. That one doesn't want to go out. That one's going to be a manual mirror. Up. Down. There's something in the way or it's not going to go out. Alright, let's see. Looks like we did an insert on this seat. That doesn't... There probably was a tear in this seat. So that's a brand new piece right here. Seat forward, seat back, full seat down, full seat up, front seat cushion up, front seat cushion down, rear seat cushion up, rear seat cushion down. That all works fine. Yeah, we got tilt wheel. Let's see if that tilts, and it does. That's fine. All right. And don't want to rub it in, but it's about 88 degrees today in Tucson, and it's about 0 on the East Coast right now. So you can live through vicariously through me. The air is blowing ice cold. That works. Everything's working there.
Sponsored by the Arizona.
There's your radio, 6-disc changer, cup holder. We got power pedals, which is kind of rare on an O2. That's down. That's up. Alright. We got cruise control. There's the overdrive off and on. Let's see. We put it in neutral. We put it into 4-wheel low. Alright. We're in 4 low. Reverse. I want to whack the truck behind me. That'd be an expensive wreck. A 2011 Titan behind me and a 08 the neutral and an 08 Land Rover. That'd be a really expensive wreck. And now we're in 4 high. Yeah, that's definitely 4 high. 4 low was definitely granny gear. And there's reverse in 4 high. Alright, now let's put it in. Let's take it out of 4-wheel drive, go into 2-wheel drive, put it in drive, and let's go for a ride. It's on a salvage title, so if you come to Tucson to drive it home, you have to have a restored salvage title and get plates and insurance. Right now, it's on a salvage title, so you can't even drive it home. So we have to take it to inspection for you. We charge $200 to do that. We get up at 6 in the morning to be first in line. We're required to stay with the vehicle all day if necessary. The cops have some cop business to do. They just leave us sitting there staring at it. That's why it's $200. Some days we're out of there in 10 minutes, some days it's 10 hours. 50 of that 200 goes to the state, and and 150 goes to us to cover those days when our guy just sits there looking at the truck, which happens. All right, we jump on it here. Wow, that's a nice truck. That is a really nice truck. Runs great. Steering's pretty tight. Ford steering boxes are notoriously loose. And this one on a 1 to 10, with 10 being perfectly tight, is about a 6 as far as 150,000 mile O2s go. I don't think you need to do anything with it, but when you do, it's a steering box, and they're about 150 bucks, and they're a couple hours labor. I would say probably 200,000 miles you're going to want to do that. Not right now. Anyway, let's see. So, if you come to Tucson, you're going to pay for us to restore the title. That's $200. You're going to pay $250 dock fee, and you're going to pay taxes. 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if you come from a state with a state tax rate of 3%, this is how the deal will go if you come here. You're going to pay a total of 5%. Our 2% plus your 3%. $250 dock fee, and $200 to restore the title. Okay? Blah, 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 blah. Make sure you get a deposit in. Once we get a deposit, we'll put your name in a banner over the vehicle at wheelkinetics.com, and you'll know you're the owner. Until then, you are not the owner, okay? Do not make plans to fly here without a deposit, because you may get here and it'll be sold to somebody else. No deposit, no deal. All right, lastly, I tell this to everybody, and I'm saying it to everybody on every vehicle now at this point of the video. This vehicle is well out of warranty, well out of factory warranty by miles and year. Okay? Why do I say that? Well, the Ford manufacturer, the engineers, the designers, they realize that they have to cut off the warranty at the point where they don't know, exactly for sure what's going to happen. Okay? They set that number, and after that they say you're on your own. Well, that was a long time ago, and they know more than we know. So if this thing gets a check engine light a week after you have it, or something happens, I don't even know what to say. I mean, this thing runs great, and it's a 7.3. They're hard to break, but then you have to take the money you saved, some of it, not all of it, because you're going to save a lot of money here, and fix it. If you're not willing to do that, do not buy our vehicles, because we are not going to pay for your repairs. Okay? I can't make that any clearer. All right? There is risk in buying anything used, whether it's got 10 miles on it or 157,856 miles. Okay? If you don't want to accept any risk, don't buy used anything. That would be silly, right? They have this truck at your local dealer, brand new, for right around $60,000. Unless you want to buy a King Ranch, they're about $75,000. So that's my point. But none of them are 7.3s. I would take this 7.3 to outlast a brand new 6.7 in a heartbeat. So, anyway, that is my speech on that subject. All right? Anyway, cosmetically challenged, good set of tires, got a nice spare. Interior's about probably an 8 out of 10. A little tear in the back seat, little stain in the center console seat. Other than that, the interior looks great. Let me see if this thing works. These things never work. Now, they sell these little displays up here for $29 on eBay for a reason, because people need to replace them about every 3 or 4 months. I wouldn't even deal with that. Those displays go out all the time. I stopped fixing those. I stopped fixing tire monitor lights and parking sensors a long time ago. They're all three things that we live with just fine without. And they're just money grinders. They will take all of your money and infuriate you. So, anyway, that is it. Have a great weekend and be safe.